Hey, this is a review of Pro Wrestling Noah's Osaka show, Great Voyage 2011. This was July 23rd this year. Apparently, there's 4,800 fans, probably due to Kobashi. Which he's not actually sell it, so I don't think. So that it could have been better. Crowd was great though. Our opener was Ogawa Yoshinari versus Taue Akira. I mean, the match didn't bother me. Considering it's a Noah opener, that's kind of a compliment. Um, yeah, you wouldn't call this great or even good, but at least there was two guys in the opener who were actually over with the crowd, which is what you want to have. So they're, I don't know, making noise after the first match. It beats Shiga versus Okita any day. Yeah, no real score for it. I mean, it'd probably be like 20 at the most. It wasn't really wrestling, it was just dicking around. Alright, then we had Eddie Edwards, Delirious, and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Jack Evans, Aerostar, whoever the fuck that is, and Genba. I had no clue why a No Mercy guy was teamed with two Gaijin high flyers who are like faces. Typical Noah booking, I guess, because it didn't make sense. Judging by Osaka's reaction, though, yeah, this match, and my reaction, really, this match was fun. It's what they wanted. Delirious was chewing on streamers and talking gibberish. He actually, he was jab talking, he was talking trash, which was hilarious. He said something like, "I'm a brick shit house, I'll fucking knock you on your ass," something like that. Knock your bitch ass out. He said something like that. It was pretty funny. The match was it was basically high spots or high impact moves, lots of high flying. It was just fun, and the crowd was really hot for it, so it was good. It definitely should have been the opening though. It was just a bunch of fun, man. That's all. And then we had Taniguchi Shuhei, Muhammad Yone, and Annoy Masao versus Sano Takuma, Aoki Masashi, who's like an old guy, and Chikata, Ryuji. I don't know. This match is like two old guys and like two younger guys. Or sorry, not a few younger guys. So it was old guys and younger guys. I don't know. It worked. No real score. It's not bad. For a Muhammad Yone match, it was basically 5 stars because it didn't suck. It wasn't boring, I should say. Yone doesn't really suck. He's just extremely bland. He's more bland than Elwood Blues meals. That's dry white toast, no butter. That's Yone. Then we had the Noah Junior Heavy Tag League B Block, Ricky and Rocky, the Marvin brothers, versus Kotogi, Atsushi, and Harada Daisuke. Finally, Marvin dropped the corny, outdated, just shit music for some slightly less corny modern club music. It's still corny, but beats the shit out of that, whatever the ABBA or whatever the hell else he was coming up with before, too. Yeah, I love the Marvin Brothers as a unit. I think they should stay after the tag league, which I think is over now. And I don't know, they're just like synchronized pinballs. It's almost like chaos, but it's controlled. It's not sloppy, and there's no botching. Everything's hit properly. Yeah, it's really good. I was also impressed by the Osaka Pro guys. They're a pretty good unit, and they're a good individual. There's perfect finish for this match, and obviously Ricky Marvin is the star. 63%, so it's a very good match. Yeah. Then we had an A block, Noah Junior Heavy Tag League match. Kenta and Kanemaru Yoshinobu versus Takaiwa and Namaguchi. Takaiwa is kind of notorious for dropping people in their head, being bullies, knocking them out. He's a good wrestler, but he's a complete asshole, and he's unprofessional, which is great because Kenta likes to bully those guys around. So I like it. Takaiwa and Kanemaru also Kanemaru also had history going in. So they had like a classic match where Kanemaru should have died because Jesus, he got killed in that. Kenta and Kanemaru kind of isolated Namaguchi because he was obviously a younger guy, put him through the torture chambers, I like to call it. No Mercy's like a well-oiled machine. Takaya and Namaguchi are more like an old rugged rust bucket that doesn't quite cooperate, but it always gets you where you need to be when you need it to work. So, yeah. Namaguchi basically served as a guy who took a beating and kept coming back. It's like the Energizer Bunny. Whatever. Dated. Yeah, good match. Kenta and Kanemaru are definitely a good team. I wish they only had one tag division though. I honestly don't think you need a heavyweight tag title and a junior heavyweight. I mean, you can keep the heavyweight one, but the junior one's useless. Just have a junior tag with a heavyweight, and then it's believable. I mean, like Kenta and Takayama would be a believable team. Who the fuck would mess with them? Anyway, this match is 57%, around the 60% range. It's pretty good. Then we had a Noah Junior Tag League B block, which was the best of the tag league matches on this card. Nakajima, Katsuhiko, and Kajiwara Satoshi versus Suzuki Kotaro and Aoki Atsushi. You could tell Nakajima and Kajiwara, they were planning for a sprint, not a marathon, because they just start that shit really fast. And yeah, they're a great team. Kajiwara, who's obviously, he's not a rookie, really, but he's new to Noah, so he was isolated by Aoki and Suzuki. I mean, shit, I wouldn't want to isolate Nakajima. He'd probably kick both their asses. Match wasn't, like, amazing, or anything, but it was still very good. But just the end of it, the last 5 minutes or so, Nakajima and Suzuki exchanging, that's what made the match worthwhile. Intense. They had one of the best matches of the year, a singles match, and they're doing it again for the title pretty soon. So Suzuki versus Nakajima, and I believe Nakajima will win because he is the best junior in Noah. Yeah, I include Kenta. 65%. Can't wait for their match. And then we had my match of the night, Sasaki Kensuke versus Sugiura Takashi. Hokuto is at ringside, and because Sasaki's the next challenger after Akiyama, it added importance. I mean, who wants to lose in front of their wife, who's arguably tougher than him? And who wants to lose a match where you may not get a title shot for a long time? You go down the ladder if you don't win, right? So this match got violent real quick in a hurry. There was no stalling in this match. Balls to the walls, nut up or shut up, straight manliness. I think Kensuke hits even harder when he's got Hokuto with him. I feel like she'll critique him. Sasaki beat the Japanese off Sugiura, or the yellow off his teeth. Either way, at the beginning, and then it was Sugiura. When it was Sugiura's turn, he had to drop, Kensuke on his head and whatnot. Kensuke almost won the stranglehold. That was very close. Just numerous violent suplexes and dangerous Olympic slams and big ass lariats and Northern Lights bombs. More than one. Big running knees. Everything came up short. These men were given everything they had until there was literally nothing left. Literally nothing left. Both Sasaki and Sugiura showed true grit, and they had one hell of a match, and I hope you're going to bang that. 84% match of the year candidate. It's in my top. I think it's my fave 5, Booker T would say, of the year. I will have a full list at the end of the year. Then we have a semifinal GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. The champions Giant Bernard and Carl Anderson. The Machine Gun. Bad Intentions. The champions versus Morishima Takeshi and Yoshi Yataka, aka the Pink Gory. It's hilarious. First off, I respect Yoshi, and I think he's a fat man who can really work. He's not a fat man who's like out of shape, punchy, like out of breath. He's no, he's not. Basically, he's not Hama or Akibono or a loud ass train. Uh, yeah, like I'm saying, nothing negative against Yoshi. I just don't think he's quite in the league of Bernard, Anderson, and Morishima. In a tag match, it works, but he's just a little bit behind, which worked in this match actually. Um, yeah, uh, this match was obviously very important because it was for the GHC Tag Team Championships, and they're held by outsiders. So you're not just fighting for the gold; you're fighting for the honor of your company. And yeah, Bad Intentions just want to fuck shit up. Bitchy man. That's what they're all about. Number one. Morishima was over in Osaka. Osaka's a very smart crowd. They realize that guys like Morishima and Shiozaki are the future, and they need to support them now, and not support some old ass fans who are, if they keep going this way, gonna end up crippled. Okay, so anyway, Morishima and Bernard started out. I mean, it's what everyone wanted to see. Why hold it off? That's what I want to see too. Anytime it was just, I'll say Bernie and Maury. I think it sounds cooler. Anytime they were facing off, it was just fireworks. Those guys hit hard, and there's no one wants to give. Oh, it's amazing anytime either one of them knocks the other one down. Yeah, Morishima, I think he's ready for the GHC title. I think he's next in line, and I hope it's him and not Kensuke or Akiyama or Kobashi. Yoshi showed his size against Anderson, uses his size very well. Anderson's intellect and superior speed, obviously he was able to pick off a knee, and Bad Intentions went to work on it. And Yoshi, obviously being the weak link, was the one the Gaijin duo wanted to isolate. Anderson and Bernard, they were fantastic. Morishima was fantastic. Yoshi did his part, perfect. It's just a great tag match and a match of the year. I would say 81%. One of the best tag matches in the world. Honestly, I'm saying Bad Intentions is above ES. They're above Sekimoto and Okabayashi. And they're the best tag team in the world because Kings of Wrestling, I know they're a great team, but they haven't been, since April really, they haven't shown me anything. I guess the Japanese stuff, still. I put Bad Intentions number one. Kings of Wrestling have to have a classic, at least one more classic match to go above them. Bad Intentions, these guys win gold everywhere they go. They're just great. I think they're the best team in the world, and I don't think anyone else really, they kind of measure up. Like Kings of Wrestling and Sekimoto and Okabayashi, they measure up, and ES almost does, but they're not quite. If there's a ranking system, Bad Intentions has to be the number one tag team in the world. In Japan, there's no contest. Alright, then we had our main event, the return of Kenta Kobashi. Kobashi Kenta and Shiozaki Go versus Akiyama Jun and Saito Akitoshi. Kobashi returning after, so many numerous bad injuries, blown out knees, battling cancer, just going at the pace he did all those years and taking those bumps he talked. It was kind of like a suicide mission, really. For as much as I love the guy, I love him. He's in my top 10 of all time, international, not just Japan. I would prefer if he retired, really. Maybe a handful of big matches, but I don't want to see him taking bumps. People who believe him just kicking ass. Anyway, this Osaka crowd was, again, like I said, smart. They realized Shiozaki is the future, or actually the present, and he's ready fucking now. He, pound for pound, he will wrestle with anyone, and shit, he'll probably outwork them. He'll make them look better than they actually are. His match versus Nakamura last year, or his series, damn, brilliant. He gave Tanahashi his best match in a long time. So give him some respect. I'm not sure who Saito blew to get in this match, but he got in nonetheless. So Takayama would have been better. an outsider like Suzuki Minoru, anyone who could kind of play a little badass. The champion definitely looked strong in this match. He was the more of the Batman, Shiozaki was, and I guess Kobashi is more Robin. Shiozaki actually had to save Kobashi a few times, which it makes sense because Kobashi is beat down. It's no one's denying that, so it kind of made sense that he would be the one that was kind of isolated at some point. You had to have Kobashi and Akiyama face off. It's arguably the greatest match in Noah, if not Japanese, if not wrestling history. I mean, the match for your Kobashi GHC title in 2004, I believe, is fucking magnificent. So yeah, Kobashi didn't look superhuman. He was no Superman, no John Cena. If people want to say that. It's just good. You would say it was a weak link of the format, but Saito was involved in the match, so you have to put him in the weak link category, being the worst wrestler in the match. Yeah, Kobashi's arm is kind of dissected like a pig on a table in high school. I don't know. It's strange to see Shiozaki in the hero role, but it worked. You got the machine gun chops, so that was good. They actually looked good. I'll admit that. I was impressed by that. Kobashi, half Nelson suplex, that sort of thing. He's not the same as before. He is broken down. But the worst part about this match is he probably spent like 15 to 18 minutes in the match by himself. Well, not by himself, against Akiyama or Saito. So I think that's unacceptable. But, it was a good match anyway. I'd give this about a solid 70%. Overall, I would say the show's about 8 out of 10. Great show. A little bizarre ending, but I guess maybe Noah's in real trouble and they think they'll die without Kobashi coming in and putting guys over, which is what he better do. Because if you're not putting guys over, why risk your career to save the company? It's not going to be saved if you just put over Akiyama every time. So, alright, this has been my Pro Wrestling Noah review, and I will probably not review it, but maybe touch on the G1 Climax. Subscribe to Burning Discipline or go watch his recap. He recaps every night. Or, follow Brute, I believe it is. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description box. Post the whole show, every match. Yeah, let's go Suzuki, I think. I think I like Suzuki. It's a different pick. I don't think MVP will win. That's why I'm watching that for pure fun, though. Like, I will put matches that are like 80% or higher in my match of the year, like my top 50 or whatever countdown I do. But yeah, I'm not really reviewing the shows as a whole. I'm just watching them for fun because I don't always get to do that the rest of the year. It's fun to do that sometimes. All right, enjoy the climax. Enjoy Noah. I recommend the show. You should check it out. And hopefully Kobashi retires soon. Don't want to start looking like strongman in there. All right, guys. Take it easy. And I'm out. Good night. Good luck. Good day. Good everything else. Peace.